Egg sauce is such a yummy meal, and I like to make it in several ways. So here's a simple but satisfying and yummy egg sauce recipe. For this, of course, we're using fresh tomatoes, some carrots, some spring onion, and regular onion. So some of the tomatoes were too soft, so I just replaced that, put in some carrots, put in some spring onion. Spring onion helps with the flavor of a meal. You can skip the carrots if you don't have that. So in a pan, I put in some oil for frying yam. So this egg sauce we paired with fried yam. And since this is a dinner inspiration, if you wouldn't like to have fried things at night, then boil the yam. It can be boiled yam, boiled plantain, boiled potatoes, or air fried ones. So of course, first thing, cut up the yam.
Can I be your star tonight? You fill my soul with light the day we met. I don't wanna leave your side, no. Have me by your side when the sun sets.
So we cut the yam into like French fry shapes, and what we always do is to put yams in water, whether before frying or before boiling. So we put this in water, washed it off, put it in a sieve, and then once the oil is hot, it's ready to be fried. While waiting for the oil to get hot, I started prepping the ingredients. So for the tomatoes, I took off the head. In that bowl, there's water and salt in there. So I just put it in there. I took off the head, scraped the carrots. The first time I got spring onion in Lagos, I was almost confused because this is the type of onions we have in, I don't know if it's in the East in general, but this is what we get in Ebonyi State. So the leaves are like thicker and darker, but the ones in Lagos are like way slimmer and the leaves are like lighter, both in color and in texture. Anyway, the oil was hot and we just started frying the yam. I've seen some posts online about sprinkling water into the frying pan when you're frying yam, but I don't do that. I think that soaking this yam in water just before I put it into a sieve and fry it actually helps because it's always soft inside and then like the outside is crispy, so I don't have to sprinkle any water into the frying oil. I scraped the back of the carrots, just sorted all of that. Then I went on to cutting them up.
Eternity, we'll sail across the lights beyond the sky. I'll be with you eternally. I'm an addict for your love. It keeps me high, keeps me high.
Like I said, this bowl had water and salt in it, so I kind of rinsed this off, put it in a different bowl and started with the cutting. So this is actually my favorite part of making egg sauce. I really enjoy the cutting up of the tomatoes, especially the strong tomatoes. Very sweet. At this point, the yam was properly fried, so I just took it out of the oil and put into the sieve. Continuing my prep, I cracked the eggs, and for this I usually put it in a small plate before transferring into the main bowl, just so that I don't encounter a spoiled egg and that would just ruin everything. So you want to do this when you're using a lot of. So into this egg, I put in some salt, some fresh pepper, always very good, and then some sweet chili sauce. I mixed that up and I set it aside. So now it's time for the egg sauce. In a pan, I put in some oil, enough oil actually, so that the eggs can fry properly. Put in the onions and immediately went in with some fresh pepper. I stirred that up, I let it sit for just 1 minute and then went in with the fresh tomatoes. Look at that beauty. I mixed that up. So for egg sauce, you don't have to fry the tomatoes like you're making stew. You don't have to fry it until everything is so dry. I even personally like it when the tomato is still a bit fresh. After a few minutes, I realized I didn't put in some spring onion when I added the regular onion. So I just put it at this point, stirred it together, and it was time for me to put in the eggs. So I whisked the eggs and poured it into the pot. Try to make sure it's in every part of the pot, and then I reduced the heat. So I just reduced the heat and just let it cook, just so that it actually forms eggs properly. And then after a while, I stir that up, and then you can see the formed eggs. Keeping in mind that I added some salt to the eggs, I now add some more and a bit of seasoning, the carrots and the spring onion, also a bit of fresh pepper. So I've been finishing off a lot of meals with fresh pepper just before I put it off, and I don't know, but it does something and I love it. So yeah, I mixed that up and the egg sauce was ready. This was actually so yummy. I really like to just put in one veggie or the other into egg sauce. It's always nice. So I served this up with our fried yams, and this is a good dinner inspo. I hope you enjoy this. I will see you in my next video. Bye.